Hey everybody, and welcome to Hugs and Slugs, your spot for some of the best custom Magic the Gathering Planeschase gameplay on the platform. The way it works is we have a separate deck of Planes and a separate deck of Chaos. The rules are the same as Planeschase.
Check the description for all the differences between Hugs and Slugs and Planeschase.
We're going to reveal the top card of our planner deck, which is Noble Benefactor. When we planeswalk away from Noble Benefactor, each player will search for a card and put it into their hand. Jeff's on the play, and his commander is Seton Croson Protector. Jeff's going to start his turn by rolling the planner die for free. Jeff will drop a forest as his land for the turn.
Beautiful unhinged forest.
And cast a Llanowar Elves.
I'll pass the turn.
My turn, and my commander is Saruman the White Hand. I'll drop my land for the turn, a Choked Estuary. I'll take my free roll and pass the turn. Nick's turn, and his commander is Kykar Wind's Fury.
Free roll.
He's going to play a Flooded Strand as his land for the turn, and he's going to tap it and sack it.
At your local game store, the first one's free.
And Nick passes the turn. Trevor's turn, and he's piloting the Mimeoplasm.
I'll play a forest.
Trevor taps one for Altar of the Brood, and he passes the turn.
Thought unhinged was coming out hot, but check a look at that, huh? Ooh-hee-hoo.
Jeff's turn.
We're gonna take a free roll.
Double masters.
Nothing.
He drops a forest as his land for the turn.
And we will tap 3.
He casts a Circle of the Dreams Druid.
Brand new, recently printed banger. Pass
3
the turn.
years ago.
Pass the turn.
My turn. I'll drop Rivendell as my land for the turn.
And I will take a free roll. Pay 1 and roll. The first pay 1 and roll on the show.
Of the game, of the year, of the century.
I rolled a Chaos, revealing a card from the Chaos deck. A Fleshbag Marauder.
Jeff's the only one with creatures, and we're gonna have to sacrifice Llanowar Elves.
And I pass the turn. Nick's turn. He's going to untap and take a free roll.
Chaos! We are cruising through them.
Nick hits an Irenicus's Vile Duplication. Unfortunately, though, there's no valid targets. Nick drops his land for the turn, a Glacial Fortress. He taps to roll the planner die and passes the turn. Trevor's turn, and he's going to take a free roll and then pay 1 and roll.
We're going away.
Planeschase.
So-
when we planeswalk away from Noble Benefactor, we...
We're each going to search for a card and put it into our hand, and then reveal the next card of the planar deck.
Awakening. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, untap all creatures and lands.
Or when we planeswalk to it.
Tap all creatures and lands?
Playing a swamp. When I play a permanent,
This guy.
you each mill a card.
Wild Wander. Can you
Oh,
imagine
the
if we put that card on
Balrog.
top?
Trevor taps 2 mana and casts a Mind Crank,
Oh my god, the Mimeoplasm's in full effect.
and he passes the turn.
My lands are already untapped thanks to this brand new format.
Jeff's turn, and he drops another forest.
I will tap 1 and play an Elvish Pioneer. Your editor, your local editor.
Right back.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Jeff's turn. He drops a Nykthos as his land for the turn, and then he casts an Elvish Pioneer. And when it enters, he'll put out a basic forest, and he casts a Soul Ring. He's going to activate Nykthos to make 4 green mana, and he'll use it to cast his commander.
Seton, Croson Protector. We'll take a free roll. We'll tap Circle of the Dreams Druid for 3 green.
Jeff taps 6 to cast a Soul of the Harvest, and he passes the turn. My turn. I drop a mountain as my land, and tap 1 mana for a soul ring. And then I tap 1 mana to cast Reanimate, targeting the Balrog in my graveyard.
The Balrog.
Paying 7 life, and milling 7 cards because of Mind Crank. I'm going to enter combat, and I swing the Balrog at Jeff. 8/8 trample, and there's no blocks. Jeff will take 8 damage, and mill 8 cards from Mind Crank. I'm going to roll the planar die for free, and then I'm going to pay 1 mana to roll it again.
Oh,
Chaos.
We flip the top card of the Chaos deck to reveal a Worldly Tutor. I'm going to search my library for a creature card, reveal it, and put it on top of my library. I'll tap my Soul Ring to pay 2 mana to roll the planar die, and then I'll pass the turn. At my end step, Nick casts a Brainstorm. Nick's turn. He drops a Plains as his land, and taps 1 mana for a Soul Ring. And he taps the Soul Ring to cast an Izzet Signet. Nick's going to take his free roll,
chaos.
and we will reveal an Overflowing Insight from the top of the Chaos deck. Nick will target himself to draw 7 cards. He will cast a Talisman of Conviction, and then he'll drop a Chrome Mox. Nick taps 2 mana and casts a Favorable Winds.
Storm count at too much.
Nick is going to pay 1 mana to roll the planar die, and he passes the turn. At Nick's end step, Trevor casts a Grisly Salvage.
Sepulchral Primordial. To the hand.
Trevor's turn. He drops a Misty Rainforest as his land, and when it enters the battlefield, we each mill a card from Altar of the Brood. He's going to pay 1 life and sacrifice the Misty Rainforest. He's going to tap to cast a Hedron Crab. We will each mill another card from Altar of the Brood, and then he will cast a Death's Shadow.
When it enters, it gets minus 39.
He'll take his free roll, pay 1 and roll, and pass the turn.
I will untap. When I untap, everybody else untaps their lands and or creatures, because that's the planes that we're on right now.
Jeff's turn, and he drops a forest as his land.
We will tap Soul Ring for 2, tapping Nykthos for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tapping Circle of the Dreams Druid for another 4.
Oh no.
We're totaling 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 mana to the pool. I'm going to take a free roll. I'm going to Genesis Wave for 16.
No responses from anyone at the table, so Jeff is able to pop off a huge Genesis Wave for 16.
Of among these, we have hit 2 instants and or sorceries that are going to go to the graveyard.
Jeff is going to end up hitting a ton of elves off that Genesis Wave, and he's going to top it off with a huge Marwyn the Nurturer.
I'm going to search my library for an elf card, reveal it, and put it on top of my library.
That's a good one.
This goes on top. I'm going to
next.
draw a card off of the Visionary. I'm also going to draw 3 cards off of Voice of Many.
All of us will choose to target Trevor's Mind Crank with the Druid of Purification trigger. Jeff will cast a Priest of Titania, and then he'll cast an Arbor Elf. Jeff will cast a Farhaven Elf, and then he casts a Realm Walker.
Alright, we'll move to attack phase.
Jeff is going to swing the Soul of the Harvest at me. It's getting +3/+3, so it's a 9/9. I'm going to save my Balrog from certain death and take the 9 damage. Jeff pays 1 mana to roll the planar die and hits a Planeschase. We're going to reveal an Oracle of Moldiah from the top of the planar deck. Jeff pays 2 to roll the die again and hits another Planeschase. We reveal Price of Glory off the top of the planar deck. And he passes the turn. My turn. I'll drop a Desolate Lighthouse as my land. And I'll take my free roll. And then I'll pay 1 to roll again.
Pay 2 and roll now. Still nothing.
I tap 3 mana to cast a Mordor Trebuchet.
Yeah, hold him off.
That trebuchet.
Enter combat.
I enter combat.
That's an 8 at Trevor.
I'll send 8 at Trevor. No blocks, he's going to take 8 damage. And then I pass the turn. Nick's turn. And he's going to take his free roll, and he hits a Planeschase. We will reveal a Leyline of the Void from the top of the planar deck. Nick is going to tap to cast his commander, Kykar Wind's Fury.
Play my general.
Nick casts an Honor of the Pure. And he pays 1 mana to roll and passes the turn. Trevor's turn. He drops a Contaminated Aquafire, and Trevor will target Jeff with the Hedron Crab, and he'll take a free roll. Trevor casts a Demonic Tutor, and then he pays 1 to roll, and he passes the turn. Jeff's turn. He plays a forest off the top of his library using Augur of Autumn's ability.
Now, we're at that point in the game. Problem. I'm gonna tap the Circle of the Dreams Druid for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Jeff takes his free roll, and then he pays 1 to roll again.
Chaos!
Jeff will hit a long-term plans off the Chaos deck. Jeff will cast a Voyaging Satyr from the top of his library.
When I cast that Voyaging Satyr, I'm going to draw a card off of Soul of the Harvest. We will then cast off the top, going down to 10 left in pool, a Craterhoof Behemoth.
And just like that, the game's over.
I will then move to attack phase and swing 60 at each of you.
Well, there you have it. Craterhoof Behemoth does its thing and ends this game with overwhelming damage. Thanks for watching this Hugs and Slugs gameplay, our custom Planeschase format that we've been playing with for years. We think it's really great, and we hope you do too. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more.